If you're a true admirer of beautiful car designs, then you must be thirsty for good-looking and unique automobiles, the likes that dominated the roads back in the day. Yes, nowadays we do live through the period of generic front fascias, multiple rebranded versions of basically the same car, and riskless design choices that try to appeal to everyone at the same time. But luckily, not everything is lost. In this lineup, you'll find new car models with modern takes on the classic designs, as well as remastered retro beauties that keep their iconic looks but benefit from new components. So subscribe to Automotive Territory if you want to closely follow the world of anything motorized, ring the bell and enjoy the ride. Speedback GT and Speedback Silverstone Edition. David Brown Automotive is a British restoration and customization shop that creates unique car builds on the basis of vintage models. One of them is the Speedback GT, based on the underpinnings of the Jaguar XKR with the exterior and cabin design inspired by the 1960s Grand Tourers. The production of this automobile is limited to 100 units, each taking 8,000 hours to build by hand. The car is brought into motion by a 5-liter supercharged V8 that makes sure 510 horses and 469 pound-feet of torque are always at your disposal. However, if the Speedback GT does not feel exclusive enough, David Brown has another modification of this car on offer. Designated as the Silverstone Edition, this four-wheeler gets a more dynamic suspension setup, updated looks with a new grille and 2 auxiliary headlamps, antique leather upholstery, and a more jacked-up engine that now delivers 601 horsepower and 565 pound-feet of torque. Aris Design Progetto Uno and Due. The Italian coach builder Aris Design specializes in exclusive restoration of vintage builds. However, the company's new Legends Reborn series is something else entirely, as it reimagines anew the most iconic models of the 20th century. The first car of the series, Progetto Uno Panther, is a tribute to the 1970s De Tomaso Pantera that uses Lamborghini Huracan as a donor vehicle. It features a custom-built carbon fiber body, a 650 horsepower V10 engine, and a handcrafted interior. The second one, Progetto Duo Whammy, is inspired by the exclusive Maserati A6 G2000 from 1950s. The project is still at the development stage, so its specifications are yet unknown. However, Aris promises that it will use lots of handcrafted aluminum and carbon fiber elements, while following the main design cues of the era, such as side exit exhausts, chromed fronts, and wire wheels. Lister Nobly. The British sports car manufacturer Lister Motor Company made its name due to the successful involvement in motorsports in the late 1950s. In 2018, the company re-released one of their most famous models, the 1958 Nobly, as a road-legal racer. Built from the original plans and engineering jigs, the Roadster is an exact replica of the 1950s classic based on the Jaguar D-Type platform. The Lister uses the authentic 3.8-liter inline-six mated to a 4-speed gearbox that produces 330 horsepower and allows for a 181 mph top speed. To become street legal, the continuation model features notable changes inside the cabin: a collapsible steering column, rollover protection, brake fluids and fuel level warning lights, turn signal indicators, and a ratchet handbrake. In early 2019, the company's owner, Lawrence Whitaker, announced that they're working on a modern iteration of the original Nobly, destined for production sometime in the future. Vanderhall Carmel. Despite having popular Venice and all-electric Edison Street Bullets, the Vanderhall lineup lacked something more powerful and luxury-oriented, so the 2020 Carmel arrives to fill this gap. This Vanderhall is based on the Venice mono-aluminum chassis, and it comes in 3 modifications: Blackjack, Carmel, and Carmel GT. Mostly they differ by the interior details and wheels options, but are powered by the same all-new 1.5-liter turbo engine rated at 194 horsepower and 203 pound-feet of torque. This powertrain is potent enough to accelerate the three-wheeler to 60 mph in 4.5 seconds, and it tops off at respectable 138 mph. Notably, the upcoming Carmel is the first model by Vanderhall to actually have real doors and an optional removable roof. Other standard features of the model include heated seats, cruise control, high-performance brakes, and updated LED headlights and turn signals. Jaguar D-Type. The last one of Jaguar's legendary D-Types, a car with 3 Le Mans wins on its record, rolled off the production line in 1956. Now, more than 60 years later, Jaguar Classic is ready to restart its production, following the authentic engineering drawings. The car follows the iconic design to the slightest and gets the XK engine. Jaguar plans to make only 25 of these cars that will join the existing 75 units built originally, finishing the brand's production plans of building 100 of them. The buyers will be able to choose between 2 body styles, the 1955 model short nose and the 1956 model long nose. Ultima RS. Ultima Sports is an exclusive supercar manufacturer from Britain that specializes in development of track toys with a design inspired by the Group C Le Mans race cars. The Ultima RS is the company's all-new flagship that boasts of improved aerodynamics, more downforce, and even less weight due to the use of extra carbon fiber parts. The entire automobile is customizable, but the engine's lineup draws the major interest. The buyers of the Ultima can choose between Chevrolet's V8 LS and LT engines. The higher-spec LTs make from 480 to 800 horses, plus the supercharged LT5 can be further tuned to make staggering 1200 horsepower, placing the RS into the hypercar territory. The racer will take 3.0 to 2.3 seconds to get to 16 mph, and the speedometer is limited by 180 through 250 mph marks respectively. Land Rover Defenders by Chelsea Trucks. Countless numbers of drivers view the Defender as the most iconic vehicle ever created, and even though it was discontinued in 2016 after 68 years in production, the love for the model did not just evaporate, but instead boosted the profits of custom workshops who specialize in the British legend. One of such enterprises is the Chelsea Truck Company and Con Design, who carry completely revitalized Defenders in all shapes and sizes, from miniature retro-style 2-seater pickups to gargantuan 6x6 monsters. The former is built on the Defender 90 platform, powered by 2.2-liter TDCi, gets beautiful leather interiors, gorgeous wheels, and numerous upgrades. We must mention that Land Rover has announced the return of the production Defender, but judging by the questionable attempts of other automakers to resurrect their legacy models, custom mods might remain the best option for the fans of the iconic design. If you're not willing to give up on the modern car designs, consider checking out other videos on our channel. We are covering the entire spectrum of motorized vehicles. The links will be waiting for you in the end. Let's keep rolling. Zero Laps Ford Bronco. While we're still waiting for the revival of Ford's SUV, the Los Angeles-based startup Zero Laps has come up with an electrified version of the 1966-1977 Bronco. The car's exterior was preserved in its original guise, with the changes focused on the front grille to highlight the EV nature. In fact, the grille was removed altogether and was replaced with a solid piece and a backlit Ford logo. The new electric powertrain makes 440 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque, which represents a 500% improvement over the original. The 4x4 system and an intriguing manual transmission were integrated into the drive system, but the inner workings are still unknown. Equipped with a 70 kWh battery that supports level 2 charging, the new Zero Laps Bronco should cover 190 miles on a charge, and initially it will be released in the 150 units first edition limited run. Superperformance. This California-based company has been building licensed factory-spec continuation originals for nearly 25 years. So if you want to own a brand new car from the unforgettable golden era when designers were encouraged to dream big, this should be your final stop. The most distinguishable classics from their inventory are without a doubt the exclusive legends of the 1960s. First up is the 1962 Corvette Grand Sport, designed by Zora Arkus, which was known as the Project Lightweight and was created to compete at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, but got cancelled after just 5 prototypes. Next in line is the 1959 Daytona Coupe CSX 9000 by Shelby Speed Brock, the first and only American-made car to win the World's Manufacturers' Championship for Grand Touring racers. And finally, the 289 FIA Shelby Cobra, one of the most recognized American-British sports cars of all time. Remastered Mini by David Brown. Based on the design and dimensions of the original Mini, produced between 1959 and 2000, the city car is fully reimagined using modern engineering approaches and technology. As a result, it offers improved soundproofing and more structural integrity, comes with bright LED headlights, and is equipped with an updated powertrain that delivers 30% more power than the original unit. Inside, this Mini boasts premium leather upholstery, air conditioning, and advanced infotainment with a 7-inch touchscreen, Bluetooth, and smartphone compatibility. Plus, the Remastered Mini is also available in 2 limited edition series, with design inspired by classic cafe racers or by the captivating Monte Carlo Riviera. So what do you say about the designs from this lineup? Did we manage to satisfy your sophisticated taste for beautiful cars? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Do not hesitate to watch the episodes suggested on the screen. More gorgeous cars are out there. Subscribe to Automotive Territory, like, share, and may the torque be with you!